The door is open, global superstar in the building. Chris Wu, what is going on, man?
Working hard as always. I think that's the key to life. You got to be, constantly working hard. And, I got this amazing record coming up called Deserve with Travis Scott.
Yeah, crazy, man. I mean, how did you and Travis get together and make this happen? Because, I mean, that's real power. That's a power duo right there.
So I had a sound camp about, I think, was last year over the summer.
For those people that don't know, that's when a lot of people who are talented come together and try and carve up a sound and work together collaboratively.
Exactly, yeah. So great producers, writers, everyone. We're vibing, and then one of the homies said that he reached out to Travis Scott, and then he was actually in New York, and then we threw out this idea of collaborating, and he was really down, and he flew out like from New York to LA, and then we met in the studio, kicking it, vibe out a little bit, and then we just got on the record and just made this amazing record.
So you were in the same room when you collaborated on the record?
Yes.
See, I love that, because nowadays, man, there's so much mail order going on. Everybody's firing links back and forward, and greatness can come from that. But I think when you can be in a room and you can get to know somebody and you can actually vibe with them, it's a good moment.
That's so important for me. Like, because I base out still in China, Beijing, but I try to fly out every time when I make music. And I think it's so important that you want to be in the room with these people making music together, because I think that's what it's all about, especially hip-hop music. I feel like you got to be vibing.
With energy.
The energy, exactly. With the right energy, everything comes along.
Do you like Los Angeles? Do you like it when you're out here working?
Love it.
You do?
I do, yeah.
What do you love about LA? What are the things that you dig about it?
First of all, I think just the whole city, the whole vibe, the weather, everything. And when it comes to music, to be honest, I don't think
built on it.
Yeah, like all the great producers, writers, everyone's here in town, and all the best studios. I go to Westlake, cut a lot, and I'm just, I love it, and it's definitely a different experience. I would still have to work in China sometimes just because of schedules and everything, but, when I have time, I would just fly out.
Chris Wu is with us right here. You know this. Beats One, Apple Music, man. Spreading this record right around the world. Song is called Deserve. Forthcoming project. You teased that right at the beginning of the conversation.
So, I've been preparing for this album of mine. Like, I feel like it will fully represent me as an artist, and I've been working on it for a couple years now. And this is the thing. Like, I feel like this album will be that album for me to actually establish me as a face of youth of China, and this album's gonna do it. So I have a lot of confidence. I've been working hard on it though. It's still in progress, but just polishing up a few things. And there are some, probably some featuring, some might or might not, but You
haven't made the decision yet.
No, I mean it's pretty much ready. I wouldn't, if anything, like one or two more songs, and that'll do it. So
it's pretty much done. So 2018, you're looking to release this record for real.
I believe so.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah.
What about with producers and writers, though? I mean, you've obviously got songs in the can. I mean, who have you been collaborating with on that level outside of features?
For Deserve, I've been working with, his producers, Louis Bell, and then I've been working with a few writers on it, Verse, Fresh, they're super dope cats. And then, I keep communicating with them after the camp. We were even just in studio probably two weeks ago, still working on some new project. Yeah.
You talked about this album really establishing you as a face for the global youth of China, somebody who can spread the message of culture around the world, coming from where you're from. What is moving China right now? Like, what is the youth saying musically and creatively and culturally right now?
It's crazy for me. There's 1.4 billion people in China, and there's about 3 to 400 million young people in China who wants to be creative, who has a lot of great energy, new energy. And, for me, for the past few years, my goal is just trying to, really represent, the youth, China. And I feel like if they see me doing it, that would encourage them. I feel like that means a lot to me.
So you feel like they do need somebody to lead the way on that level, to open the door for possibility?
Yeah, but I see great potential. I see bright future. For example, I did this show called Rapper China over the summer, and it was massive. It was huge success. It was kind of like a audition program, almost like American Idol, but all rap music, hip hop music. And then back in the days, man, hip hop was there in China, but it was definitely underground, and it was almost like people would always kind of think of it almost negatively a little bit. But this show, though, it kind of brought it into the light. Like hip hop, the whole entire thing, and then with that, with the passion, it's gonna come. It comes creator, and then I feel like this is giving a new birth almost to a nation of hip hop lover.
Crazy,
and that's why I see this great potential, presenting in the right way and with the right knowledge and all that. I think it's got a bright future.
And amongst other things, I mean, obviously you're on the screen as well. I mean, you've got the XXX, the Triple X movie coming up, the Xander Cage movie coming up, and things like that. So how do you split your time, and where's the priority for you?
Right now, though, I think at this stage of my life, my main focus would be on music, and later on, like I don't know no one knows what's gonna happen in the future. I mean, I was super into fashion too, but fashion is kind of like related to hip hop music.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone's like a rock star.
And you
now.
win that?
Yeah, I'm the ambassador for Burberry actually. So I've been doing a bunch of stuff. I was at the Burberry fashion show like 2 weeks ago in London. So yeah.
Can you describe what it's like being famous in a place like China? You talked about 1.4 billion people. You talked about having a mainstream TV show now that's promoting culture that you believe in to a lot of people. Therefore, you really are out on your own in some respects, kind of leading the way. What is that like for you, good and bad?
China is it's a whole different story because the population is huge, right? And for me to really, and there's people on the street everywhere, anytime.
You're constantly getting recognized?
Yeah.
Right.
So that's definitely one of the things that I just gotta get used to and just kind of have to live with it.
Now you have your ambition, you have your drive, you have your goals. These are real things. How old are you now, Chris?
I am about to turn 27.
About to turn 27. You've already been in a pop group which has had big success. You've ventured out on your own. You've maintained faith, loyalty to this ambition, right? What is life?
Honestly, it is what it is. I just want to. For me, it's just music. I think at the end of the day, man, I just want people to remember my music, my work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what it all matters to me. Like I don't care about fans are gonna come and go. Like people are gonna hate you and they're gonna love you, and that's just life. You can't. I'm not like Dollar. No one. I can't get everyone to love me.
I think you're split, and I think it's exciting. I think this is what's interesting about the artist, man. And I've spent my whole life talking to artists, and I think that there's one half which is like I've got to stay true to the cornerstone of who I am, making music, and it can come and it can go. But I can't help but quote you from about 6 minutes ago, and you were like, "This could make me the global ambassador for youth culture in China." So you know what's at stake. You know what you can achieve, right? That's a fine line between those two things, isn't it? Between self-preservation and ambition.
Oh yeah. To be truthful, to myself, to be real, I just got to do the stuff that I love. I can't, sometimes you got to get ambitious. And what I'm thinking, and I really believe in the project that I've been working on. I really believe in the body of work. I think that, I really have some that can really represent and honestly, I can't wait for the world to hear it.
Yeah.
But at the same time though, I'm a human being. I gotta have my, I gotta live my life. All I want is people to remember my music.